Coastal Championship Wrestling is celebrating their 18th anniversary show in Pompano. It's amazing that any indie wrestling promotion could last 18 years, and they've been doing it strong in South Florida, now even Tennessee, and it's one of the longest running indie federations in Florida and in the nation. And tonight in the Battle Royal, you have longtime competitor Urkel Dudley, South Florida's own. First of all, what is it like just being a part of the history and tradition of Coastal Championship Wrestling?
It's unbelievable knowing that a federation can last this long, but I've been there since the beginning and I've seen it change, I've seen it grow. It's unbelievable how far it's come, and it just continues to just change and evolve. It's unbelievable.
When I say CCW, who are some of the names? Because you've had talent that's been trained at CCW, and then you've also had name talent that has come in and worked shows. Like tonight, the Good Brothers are going to be appearing on the show. What are some of the talent over the years that, whether you were competing or even as a fan watching, that you think about when you think of CCW?
Right off the bat, the man who pretty much made his name here, MVP, Monteo Vontavious Porter. And I still remember the unbelievable best of 7 series that he had with the Blackheart Dave Johnson, may he rest in peace, to crown the first CCW heavyweight champion. So that's the first name that comes right off the bat. Other stars I know have been here are Dustin Rhodes, Scotty Tuhati, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes himself has even competed for CCW. So there's been a lot of unbelievable talent that's come through these doors, and others who have been trained here on CCW.
For you, you actually got your start with Liz Chase. Tell us about your start in this business in South Florida.
This is what you call, I'm not gonna lie, I call myself a major accident when it comes to wrestling, because I never thought I would be one. I wanted to go into Liz's house with some guys who did want to be wrestlers, because they asked me to work on the show, be security, put up flyers. And the next day, we're at her house, we put up the ring for her, and she said, well, I'll train you. And I was like, what? But it was unbelievable. Some of the people I trained with, especially Angel Orsini, also known as Riptide then, and Joni Lauer, better known as China, and found out those muscles on her for show. Suddenly thought he slammed a 300-pound man like it was nothing. So it was an unbelievable experience. I'm surprised I stuck with it, because it's the most painful thing I ever done, but it's also the most fun.
What was indie wrestling like? That was back in the mid to late 90s?
Yes.
What was indie wrestling like? I believe Bill Brown was running down here shows.
Bill Brown.
J.R. James was working. Dr. Red Roberts, Rusty Brooks, legend, of course, yeah. And trained many.
The Brooks Brothers, Ram Man, T.J. Bull Jackson, Soul Man Alex G, Motown Al Moore. There are so many of them back in the day. And I got to work with J.R. James and Mr. New York. They helped train me for the ring. And it was unbelievable. It's like we're working almost every weekend. There was a lot of business back then.
First match against?
Oh, his name was Fabuloso. He was one of Mr. New York's guys. It lasted maybe 6 minutes because I was blown up like 3 minutes in. But I got everybody gave me some props for being delivering a good solid match. So that's pretty much all I care about, trying to make it look good, make him look good.
Well, you mentioned J.R. James, tough cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
Soul Man Alex G, another. You got to work with Soul Man. What was that like?
Yes, it is. Soul Man is one of the best in the game. He's a great man. He's a great man to wrestle with. I came back after 4 years out of wrestling, and I was nervous because they had brought it to my home in Boynton Beach. And they told me I'd be wrestling Alex G. He comes in and he goes, we'll take it nice and easy. And he is just one of the best in the game, the best to work with in the game. He's able to carry me through a good, solid match, and everybody enjoyed it. So Alex G is definitely the man when it comes to work.
Who came up with Urkel Dudley?
Liz Chase. Liz came up with Urkel, and then Flex Armstrong, may he rest in peace, came up with the idea to make me a Dudley. So most of the credit goes to Liz, but the Dudley part, you have to give to Flex. And Bill Brown gets the credit for finally talking me into finally just doing Urkel Dudley. I found out I had fun with it. It's just me turned up a few thousand degrees.
Did you ever get to meet Urkel or any of the Dudleys?
Bubba Ray, Devon, Snot, Schmuck. I was even supposed to team with Dudley, Jeff Bradley, to take the FCW tag team titles from Snot and Schmuck Dudley. It never happened, but I would have been great if it had. But yeah, I met quite a few of them.
And what did you think about the Dudley boys?
Me, I loved the gimmick. I loved the gimmick. The taped up glass, because I remember they were based on the Hansons in the movie Slapshot. Looking nerdy, but will beat the world out of you give it the chance. I liked the gimmick. I really liked it. So when he started to pin Dudley on me, I was like, okay, I can be goofy and bad at the same time.
Well, thank you so much, CCW 18th anniversary, Urkel Dudley. Have fun in the Battle Royal.
Thank you. I appreciate it.